Hey guys, this is your girl Nicole. This is another segment of Better on Purpose, the cooking edition. And today is Sunday. We're making Sunday dinner. On the menu today, we have some oven fried chicken. We're going to have some creamy kale cheesy pasta. We're going to also have some green bean medley. And what's the other thing? We're going to have some butter swim biscuits. Now, on the butter swim biscuits, I don't know if I'm making sour cream or if I'm just going to do butter swim. The other thing that we're going to have as well, guys, you see these ingredients, this is almost done, is that we're going to be having some red rice. Now, red rice is a tradition in our family. This here is what... this came from my grandmother, right? This is an old tradition. Our family loved it. It's a wonderful meal for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So I normally call this Memo's red rice, but I've added a few little tweaks. And I can't necessarily call this Memo's red rice because Memo's red rice the foundation of that red rice is going to be some nice crisp bacon and some bacon grease. I'm not doing that today, all right? But this rice is going to be good and amazing to complement this meal. I have here some water that is getting ready. I got a little seasoning, have a little chicken bouillon powder in here and a little salt for that pasta. Okay, I have my pasta sauces. Wasn't going to make any today, not using fresh tomatoes. And then I'm just using some pasta, some salsa. Okay, and then as you see, I've already started with battering my chicken. This chicken don't take long at all. I got my oven hot. I have my butter already in the oven hot for my butter swim biscuits, putting it in there so it can get melty and all that. So what you do for this particular chicken, you guys, you want to take and make sure you clean your chicken and then pat dry your chicken. Now I chose to, there's a couple things that you could do to get the effect of that double fry. So what I chose to do, I seasoned my chicken and put it in the fridge overnight, went ahead and battered it. And then I took and had a second bag to batter it like a double battered fried chicken. So I'm mocking the fried chicken, but I'm doing it oven fried, okay? I am a big fan of oven food, right? I prefer oven over fried food, okay? So as you can see here, I got a second batter, just taking that chicken. Okay, you don't want this chicken too moist or anything like that. You load it down with whatever seasonings that you want. Okay, and then you're going to use your flour. Okay, make sure you pat it dry first before you start flouring it. Okay, and then I have my oven on 380, you guys. All right, it's really that simple. Really that simple. I have my oven on 380. So we're going to walk over here to the stove and we're going to do double tasking. So I want to know, what are you guys cooking for Sunday dinner? Okay. Since we're doing double duty, as you can see here is my butter for my butter swim biscuits. Okay. And those butter swim biscuits, that's just one stick of butter. That's all you need. We'll come back to that in a second. And I'm just going to transfer this chicken in the oven. I'm putting it on the lower rack. All right. And you could put it on in between 380. As you can see that. Put it in between 380 to 400, whichever preference you want. Okay. So it's going to be absolutely amazing, you guys. So for these butter swim biscuits, guys, like I said, I have this butter here in this container here. I have all-purpose flour. I have about two tablespoons of baking powder. I'm going to put like a pinch of salt. All right. And then I'm going in with a little sugar. Okay. Just a little. Okay. Like I said, I was going to make some butter swim sour cream. But I think I'm just going to do more so just maybe just make butter swim. And you can add, fruit for like blueberry butter swim. I like my biscuits. I don't want my biscuits to just, have you ever had biscuits and they're good, but they have that salty texture or that salty taste to them. That's because oftentimes what happens is that people, they forget and they don't add any sugar, right, into those biscuits. And even those biscuits can be good, you know, if you want more of a better flavor to it, just add a little sugar to that, right? And it'll take away from that biscuit being so salty, okay? So there we go there. I forgot to grab my milk, you guys. I'm going over to the handy dandy fridge here. All right. See, we got some leftover pizza. And I'm using what we have on hand. I have some 2% milk. Okay. This is so easy. You don't have to do any kneading or anything like that. And I'm pouring that in. Okay. All right. I'm pouring that in, and I'll be able to see if I need a little bit more milk or flour. This seems like this is going to be the right texture once I get finished stirring this up. And the wonderful thing, like I said, there is no kneading. You're going to mix this. Okay, maybe a little more milk, just a little thick. All right. Now the sour cream, guys, I'll do my sour cream biscuits. I've done those before, but I'll do those another time. But I'll do some sour cream butter swim biscuits another time. Okay. And this is all you do, guys. You want to make sure that it's mixed, though. So just a little bit more milk. You want it to be loose enough where you can pour it. Okay. Sort of thick. It's very thick. And just a little more. Now, you don't have to use milk. You can use whatever type of milk. Buttermilk I think, is the best. Now, when you're using the sour cream, you don't necessarily have to use buttermilk. And here's the wonderful thing, guys. You don't even have to use milk. You can use dried powdered creamer or, you know, and then just use some water if you want. If you want to keep the milk all out, you know, out, if you're lactose intolerant. So you don't even have to use milk when it comes to butter. I mean, when it comes to biscuits. A lot of people don't know that either, right? So a wonderful way for you to go ahead, if you are a bread lover like me and my family, you can still do that. All right. So my mix pretty thick, but I still see a whole lot of flour that is not, still needs a little moisture. Okay. All right. All right. You see, I got you down in that bowl, guys. Good deal. My water over there, it's coming to a boil. So I'll be able to add that pasta. And then I'm just going to go ahead and ladle this in, or you can pour it in. Okay. This is the wonderful thing about this mix. No knead biscuits. Butter swim. You got a lot of that butter in there. It's almost like if any of you guys have made cast iron cornbread, and you take that oil and put a little butter in the bottom of your cast iron, and you put that cast iron in the oven or on the stove, and then you just pour in your mixture, right? And so all of that goodness is going to allow that butter and everything to get all on the inside of that bread. Same thing here, same process. Okay. I'm still doing one hand action, guys, so y'all bear with me. All right. Just got a little more to go. All right. About 2 more scoops. 2 more scoops. What are you guys making for Sunday dinner? You know, put that in the comments. Let me know what you're making. Now, some of these, I'm letting you know right now, some of the videos that I'll be in, that I've made a few different things today. You'll see those all this week and maybe next week, because this coming week, actually, we'll be going over, as you've seen within my post, we'll be going over hors d'oeuvres, right? So we'll be finishing up with certain hors d'oeuvres. So now that I got that in here, all you're going to do, guys, is just make sure that that mix is evenly spreaded. Okay? Butter swim biscuits. This is your grandmama type of cooking. All right? I've been cooking before I can sit up good. All right? I can remember my great-grandmother having me in the high chair and giving me something to do. Do you hear what I'm saying? Putting some vegetables and things in front of me. You hear me? And my favorite thing, my family will tell you, I loved butter. I would eat butter, sneak in the refrigerator, get butter, right? Absolutely loved it. It was all my great-grandmother's fault. My grandparents, period. So you see this, guys? All right? So that's pretty hot. I'm going to walk this over to the oven. All right. Sit there for a moment. All right, let me turn this oven around. And on this chicken's going to take about 45 minutes. But I'm just going ahead and fixing my biscuits and things now, just to go ahead and get it out of the way. Now, the biscuits are not going to take as long. These biscuits will take about 15 to 20 minutes, you guys, and then I will show you guys the finished product of the whole meal. All right. The other thing that you can do, let me do something else. Look at that. What a blooper. A blooper. Guys, let me tell you what I forgot to do for you guys. All right. On these butter swim biscuits. Now, this is a choice, but I want to do this. You want to take and put some indicator marks. These indicator marks, you don't have to. It's like you're cutting your biscuits, pre-cutting your biscuits slightly. Okay? You don't have to do this. All right? You don't have to do this. All right. So now let's go on and go back to the oven. You see that? Okay. All right. So we got that oven fried chicken. Gonna have some butter swim biscuits, kale pasta, and some red rice. Memo's red rice. I don't think it's totally Memo because I don't have no bacon in here. But we're gonna have some red rice and we're gonna have an awesome good time. And I will talk to you guys shortly. All right. Don't forget to let me know what you guys are having in the comments. Leave it in the comments section. I love to see what you're cooking. See if you're trying new things. All right. When I tell you this is going to be absolutely amazing. Bon appetit. I'll see you guys in a moment.